This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the president and CEO of Goldshore Resources, Mr. Brett Richards. Brett, how are you this morning?
I'm great, Gerardo. How are you doing?
I am well. It was nice to catch up last week in New Orleans. Good to meet in person finally and get back out there. Before we get into the excellent first set of assay results from the first three holes, I want to ask you about the conference and just kind of get your thoughts on the general feeling of it.
No, I think the conference was very useful. Attendance was off slightly most likely because of COVID, but the quality of people at the conference I found was excellent. There were high quality investors looking for opportunities in our space. I thought some of the speakers and those who gave kind of the macro overview of the economy and the global, I'll say, metals situation was actually interesting as well. So I thought the conference was very useful. I thought Brian and his team did a great job.
I agree with you 100%. You had the good fortune of having some news that was positive news. As I mentioned, you announced the first three holes from the 100,000 meter drill program at Moss Lake. I'll let you go ahead and provide the context for it, but I got to believe that you're encouraged by the fact that you're getting these lateral extensions and that they're wide, right?
Yeah, they are. And, you know, this is what is exciting is that we came up with a theory, you know, looking at all of the data and looking at all the information. And it's how we arrived during due diligence as to this being you know, an under drilled and highly, you know, a very, very strong potential for growth. So our first few holes, 1, 2, and 3 came back. They really validated what we've been saying is that, you know, the historical resource is intact. It's there, but it's been under drilled at depth. They only drilled down to 280. We let the first couple holes run. And we've got strong mineralization right down to 500-600 meters. So this is going to be, you know, certainly a much deeper resource. You know, I've had criticism of people saying, well, you're not going to ever build a pit down 500 meters. Well, you know what? Detour Lake's mine plan goes to 700 meters. So this is not out of the question to be able to start thinking like this. But that what you talked about, the lateral extension is also important. It'll make the pit wider. It'll allow us to go deeper with a low strip ratio. So that was really, really encouraging looking at the lateral extension in an area that has never been drilled. So that's really good.
And again, just for context, let me highlight some of the better numbers. You drilled 57 meters of 1.20 grams per ton gold from 4 meters, and then there was 36 meters at 1.15 grams per ton gold from 182 meters. That was in hole 3. You also went a little deeper, as you mentioned, and you drilled 31 meters at 1.18 grams per ton gold from 122 meters. And here's the deeper intercept, 16.30 meters at 2.09 grams per ton gold from 350.7 meters. So good grades, great widths. I'm looking forward to what is one of the more aggressive drill programs out in the entire junior space. I believe you're ramping up to 12,000 meters a month right now.
Yep, we are. We have the second rig running now, and we'll have the next 2 rigs running in November. So 4 rigs, about 10,000 meters a month through the wintertime, 12,000 in the summer.
You're cashed up, you're drilling, you're hitting. The stock's pulled back a bit with the entire space. I think it's a heck of an opportunity given the time of the year and the cyclicality of it. As we, you know, obviously are in the middle of tax loss selling season. Anything to add to that, Brett?
No, I think you're right. You know, this is a great entry point. We're trading just a little bit below IPO numbers, and yes, you know, we're in a bit of a different environment. This is the tax loss selling season, and you know, the capital markets aren't really sure where they want to go. So what a great time to get in if you kind of believe in the macro gold environment for the future.
I'm a contrarian by nature. I think it's a heck of an opportunity. Thanks again for your time, Brett.
Thanks, Gerardo. Take care. We'll see you soon.